Hello and welcome. This is EDC with Oaken and Kane. I am Oaken.
And I'm Kane.
And today we are doing a little review on a knife. Let's go ahead and get it out here.
Oh, drop the drink. Hope it didn't get on the carpet.
Well, luckily the cap is permanently affixed to it. Until
Perfect.
we find a small can opener, or bottle opener. So let's get back to business. The GiantMouse ACE Iona. This is the aluminum scaled variant. They do come in FRN as well. So this is a Vox Anso design. And we're just going to go ahead and knock out the specs here. Overall length is about 7 inches. Your blade length is 2.875 inches. Edge length is 2.75. Behind the thickness, I was getting about 22 to 24 thousandths.
Behind the edge?
Yep. And handle thickness at 0.50, so pretty much right on the mark is about the average. Handle length is 4.125 inches. Stock thickness at 0.12 inches. And weight was 3.01 ounces. Nice and light. And country of origin on that guy is Italy. So let's plop that beauty down, get some friends out here, and really see the size of this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and rock the whole table.
Earthquake level 5.
So starting off, we got the PM2 and Para 3 sandwich here. Pivot to pivot. So definitely thinner than the Para 3, but a lot closer size-wise to that.
Spyderco Delica and Spyderco Dragonfly.
We've got the Smock sandwich.
Eventually.
The suspenseful Smock sandwich. There we are. The Rat Model 2. And the Humble Opinel number 8. We also have the Penguin and the Sog Terminus. What else we got?
Microtech sandwich. SOCOM Elite manual. And the LUDT.
That's a sandwich I want to eat right there.
Who's hungry?
Alright, so let's take a closer look at the blade here. So that is a nice M390 blade with here on this side no markings at all, so nice and sterile. And on this side you just have, if you can see it, I mean you can kind of see it, the ACE with the logo and M390. And so, yep, that's a flat grind. It is a satin finish. Now, if you were to get the FRN version, which is a little bit cheaper, that one I believe you do have a tumbled variant and a satin finish. But in the aluminum scaled option, I was only seeing the satin finish. And then that is a nice little simple drop point. So,
yep,
real good there. No complaints. Could be a little bit thinner behind the edge, but still, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Still thin enough to slice with ease. So
this handle is made of actually aluminum handles. This is a nice blue color. It's a soft touch finish, feels nice, not slippery at all. Sort of like a chalky type finish.
Yeah. Kind of a chalky. To me, reminds me a lot of the Benchmade 940s. That kind of sort of feeling. Real similar to that.
It's on phosphor bronze washers and uses thumb studs for deployment. Either the thumb or you can spidey flick this out. There we go. So it works nicely either way. Very good action. Doesn't drop shut, but it has a nice mechanical type feel.
And that is a nice little liner lock. It is kind of tucked away in there, but if you can see, oh yeah, there we are, you can see it perfect. It is, the relief is a little bit proud. So although you don't have much of a cutaway to access it, That's fuzzy as all get out. You do have great, easy access to it by it being a little bit proud. So I kind of like that because it keeps the design looking real nice.
Nice jimping on it too, so you're not going to slip off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy to unlock it.
And how's the lockup on that guy? I probably should have checked while it was in my hand a second ago.
Yeah, wow, okay. So I would say probably close to 50%. Looks pretty good.
Not too bad. And nice. Any blade play on that? Hopefully
This
not.
has maybe the slightest amount of blade play. This is not our knife, so we're not sure if it's been taken apart or not. It was sent to us by the great Slicey Dicey over here having some of his orange drink, just enjoying the review. But there is just a smidgen of blade play.
And also, the centering was just a hair off as well.
Yeah, to
Once
the show
again,
side.
You know, if this was our knife that we were kind of keeping around, we'd definitely pluck it apart and see what we can get fixed. There's a lot of times where you can pretty easily correct some off-centering or kind of little things like that.
So let's talk about the clip a little bit.
Let's talk about ergos. And
Well,
flip.
all right. Well.
I mean, you know,
Yeah,
I like
right,
to change things up.
Yeah, perfect. There's the clip. But anyways, the ergos. Feels really good in the hand. I don't feel the clip pushing out against me. Feels really nice. There is no jimping up here, which might have been nice. But otherwise, feels real good. If you squeeze hard, I do feel the jimping on the lock bar. But otherwise, feels really nice. What do you think?
So my one thing so this isn't a complaint for me, but this is definitely something that I could see being an issue for people with larger hands or thicker paws. But the way that this curvature is here is really good for me. I mean, it locks in real nice for me. But I can see if you are having your thumb right here and you have a little bit bigger hands, there is just a little bit of kind of odd spot for your pinky to go right there. So I can see if you have bigger hands, it may be not feeling the best and may almost feeling like it's kind of crunching your hand in a little bit. So it does kind of force the hand a tad bit. But I think that's, you know, that's going to be a big thing with larger hands, as well as if it is if your hand's a certain size, you might just be right on the other side of that, so it actually might work out better. But that is one thing to note if you do have bigger hands.
Yeah.
Let's get into that clip that old Kane here
Finally
was
getting
about.
to the clip.
I'll let you talk about that.
Okay. So we have a deep carry wire clip, which is very similar to, do we have a Spyderco?
Oh, that dragonfly right there.
All right. Dragonfly. So very similar type of clip to the Spyderco clip. This one's a little bit longer, but very good retention, easy to get in and out of the pocket, doesn't hang up on anything, and just works really well. Looks good. Why don't we bring out the pocket simulator?
Pocket simulator.
Where the
Here
we are.
So slid all the way in there. You just have a little speck of blue.
Ooh, nice little accent color.
So not bad. I mean, I really like it. I'll be honest, I'm a little biased because I really do like the wire clip. It's one of my favorite clips. I am, you know, liking to see that on some other knives as well. So I do like that. What's the hardware on that? Pretty sure it's T8 all around, which gives a little flat for them. Leave the
Beautiful.
T6s out of here.
Yes, it is T8 all around. You see the 3 screws here. And on the back, nice little accents, just sort of a dome, soft looking.
Which to me, I think it should be reverse. I don't know about you, but
Yeah,
I
it would
feel
be
like,
nice to have it on the show side for sure.
Yeah, have a show side kind of, because in my opinion, to add to the sterileness of the blade on the show side.
Oh yeah.
So I think that would have been just kind of a nice touch, but not a deal breaker by any means. Carry on this guy, to me, I thought it carried great. Once again, talking about the wire clip, nice and discreet, deep carry, you know, non-obtrusive as far as hot spots or anything, with all the rounded edges there. So to me, I really liked how it carried, especially with how much it tucks away. So even if you had a flipper tab on here, you'd kind of guide right past it. But Yeah, I thought it carried real nice.
Yeah, slips in and out of the pocket easily. It's not going to tear up your pants. I'm a big fan of the way this one carries.
And so, design and execution on this guy.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness.
Embarrassing us.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, no, I mean, I really like it. I think the kind of goal that they originally seemed to have was, you know, bringing something in a nice M390 blade steel in a nice light, simple package. And then a little while after, they kind of did a nice little upgrade with the aluminum scales there. I really like it. I think that it kind of sort of, you know, is kind of, I guess, adding to some competition for the Para 3 lightweights and the bug outs of the world. That kind of lighter weight, but getting a little bit better steel. And so I really like that, especially if you haven't experienced M390 and it's something that you want to try out. I think that that's a great model to be able to give it a try for not a terrible price.
And now that you're talking about that, what is the price of this?
So the price on this guy here, which is the aluminum scaled variant, is $125.
$125, okay.
But let's say you wanted to get the FRN variant, which is a FRN with all of this kind of flat here. All of this flat here, not this curvature on either side, but that flat part has kind of the typical Anso rock sort of pattern.
I'm a fan of that look. I like those scales.
Yeah, no, I like it too. I like it. And that one's $99. So
it's pretty good value for M390 for deep carry. I mean, yeah, wire pocket clip and stuff. Pretty nice for $99.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing is you're getting M390 on the FRN version or the aluminum version. So that's a nice thing. Now the one kind of bigger difference besides the scale material is the FRN one. You do have the option of a tumbled blade as well. But honestly, I love a good satin finish, so I like that. So final thoughts for me. I really like it. I think in the scheme of things, the one complaint that I have is I do think if they had elongated this out just a hair, it might be a little more conducive to people with bigger hands and almost fit that curvature better, rather than almost kind of bunching up and just, you know, holding it like a sack of nickels at the end. So that's my really one complaint. And honestly, it's not even a complaint from me because it works pretty well with my hand size. So I guess that's my one keep in mind, you know?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
What about you?
So I think they did very well with it. If, like you're saying, fits pretty well in my hand. I am starting to go up on that a little bit, but I have probably medium-sized hands, so it's not as big of a deal for me. But I think for these nice bright aluminum scales, M390 blade, deep carry wire pocket clip, I think they did a very good job. Good action on phosphor bronze washers, M390. I'm a pretty big fan. I think for the price, the value, $125 or $99 for the FRN, it's some pretty good competition at that price.
Yeah, no, I like it, and I also like that, you know, GiantMouse is not nearly as much of a household name, so I do think that there's also a little bit of, you know, kind of, I don't know, you do feel a little bit fancier, kind of having something that is not as mainstream, but also still is coming from two great designers, Vox and Anso, who put out a lot of great mainstream stuff. So yeah, I think it's great. I think it's a great knife to come out in that price point, and I'd say scoop one up if you can.
Absolutely.
Well, we appreciate you guys coming by, but Slicey Dicey over here is getting ready to leave, so we're gonna chat with him for a little bit, get on out of here, and we'll see you again soon.
Have a good one.